I know I cannot be the only one who loves to get things for less and get the most bang for my buck, which is why I love sharing this video right before Black Friday and Cyber Monday, which is my favorite purchases of 2025 so far, not just in fashion, but home, beauty, and tech as well, plus the tool that I swear by to make sure I'm actually getting a good deal instead of just another sale that I could have caught earlier in the year. So for those of you who are not new to it but true to it, welcome back to my channel. And if you happen to be new here, I am Jordan Blackwell, and I love to share fashion, beauty, style, and life, plus the mindset shifts to help you have the confidence to make them all your own. So I really want to start off with beauty first because I feel like one, this is going to be the easiest. I already know what I love, especially from this year. And plus, these are probably going to be more on the affordable side. So with my favorite face wash this year, y'all, Pharmacies, green, clean. Pharmacies, that is a tongue twister. Pharmacies Green Clean Beauty Balm. Y'all know I love a good beauty balm in general because my skin tends to be not sensitive, but can err on the side of being a little bit dry. And so this gives you amazing moisture without dehydrating your skin, without too many heavy scents, and just makes my skin feel so happy and so moist. Like when I say, especially now that it's winter, this makes sure that my skin is nice and hydrated and my barrier is nice and protected, which is so important if you are prone to acne or dark marks and you're looking to fade them quickly. A little bit more of a splurge, but my skin absolutely loves this, is the SK2 Facial Essence, y'all. As you can see, I'm on my last couple of drops and I am very, very gutted because I will admit this is not something that I buy all the time, but when I do see it go on sale, you best believe I am keeping this stocked and in my beauty cabinet because my skin just loves not just being clean, but having some kind of toner. I have found for me specifically, this does make a big difference preventing acne and of course like fading those dark spots, which I don't know, which one do you feel like is more frustrating to you? Like getting the acne in the first place or the fact that the dark mark is like there for entirely too long? Because for me, it's definitely the dark marks because they just last so much longer and they are much more of a pain in the butt, in my opinion. Another thing my skin has been loving when we are talking about hydration and like, especially if you're trying to get that glass skin effect, like as you can see, mine is surprisingly still giving, even though it is 30 degrees outside right now. And I think part of that is thanks to Believe's Aqua Bomb True Cream. Y'all, the Aqua Bomb stuff is so hydrating. It's ridiculous. If you've watched any of my vlogs, you have seen this pop out every single time because when I say it truly makes my skin so happy and so hydrated. Like I have not had a moisturizer I feel like really do this for my skin. I've had good moisturizers, do not get me wrong, like they do okay, but I truly have felt and seen a difference in my skin when I started using the Believe Aqua Bomb. So this is another one that has been hands down one of my favorites for 2025. Moving into like body care and body skincare, y'all, I don't have a favorite body wash. I'm actually curious if you have one. I've tried cream body washes and oil body washes, but there really hasn't been like a standout one for me. However, for after washing my body, Osea has literally been doing a lot of good things. So first and foremost, I have been loving the algae serum, y'all. So good, so moisturizing, so hydrating. And I love this because this is something that does not feel greasy and doesn't linger and you can really use year round, right? Because I feel like there are some oils and some creams that just feel too heavy, especially when it's hot outside. So the Osea for me is perfect for like the summer going into the fall and winter as a good base for the winter, especially when using the algae body oil. Yes, it has taken me a long time to find body oils that actually sink into the skin while still leaving your skin glistening. Have you struggled with that? Because I feel like I run into two camps. Like I love a good body oil, but it will sit on top of my skin and then get on my clothes, and then I have to worry about that. And then there are body oils that just evaporate too quickly into my skin and it's not giving glowy, right? So to me, Osea just has that perfect balance of both. Plus it smells so good, at least in my opinion. Like I love a good calming scent like a Palo Santo or a eucalyptus. So this, it just smells so divine as well. And something that is literally in every single one of my purses and I don't leave the house without, the L'Occitane Cuticle Oil. Now you may be a little bit confused because you're like, Jordan, I know you wear press-ons, which yes, I do. Can we please have a moment for these gorgeous ones from Kiss that I found at Walmart under $12? And even with my press-ons, I can use this cuticle oil and my cuticles look amazing and my press-ons do not fall off. And I feel like that is saying something, like, because when you are wearing press-ons, I feel like so many people struggle with having to be gentle, struggle with like what products they put on. But as you can see, these are 2 weeks old and they survived the high rocks that me and my mom did last weekend, plus putting on cuticle oil almost every single day. But when I say my cuticles are so soft and they look so hydrated, this is just one of those, again, very easy, simple purchases to keep in your purse. Moving into hair care, because I do get asked about my pixie cut routine all the time, and I do share a lot of that more on shorts, I would say, and over on TikTok, especially like how I'm updating my scalp and how I'm keeping my hair healthy, because if you did not know, my scalp be suffering from a little bit of dandruff and dryness. So I have actually really been loving Mazzani's anti-dandruff. I've actually been using this for years. This is not like a new to 2025 purchase. This is like, I have been using this probably since I did the big chop back in 2020. Gosh, has it been 2021 already? Y'all, the time flies because I really feel like I've had short hair for so much longer than I have, but I also feel like I just cut my hair off. You know what I'm saying? But I will say that Mazzani scalp shampoo has just really made a huge difference for me. Now, I will say do not go overboard with this because you will actually make your dandruff more angry. But this every other week has really made a huge difference in preventing the dandruff in the first place, which I feel like you might be noticing with a lot of my beauty products. It is about prevention first rather than like trying to fix the aftermath and the damage, because if it doesn't happen in the first place, you don't have to stress about how you're gonna hide it and like get it to go away. So that's what I really love about Mazzani's. And it also like makes my scalp breathe. Like, have you ever had that feeling where your scalp literally feels like the pores are opening and it's just like Mazzani? Absolutely one of my favorites. Then something that has been new to me for this year, but I'm really, really loving, is the Trey Luxe Primer with Aloe. This is another one that I do feel like is making a huge difference in just my overall scalp health. I feel like my scalp just feels more moisturized. It's not getting as dry as early, especially in the winter season, and it's just not getting as irritated. And what I love about this too is it's not super thick, y'all. It comes out nice and almost like viscousy, almost like aloe vera. It's really, really great for your scalp and has amazing ingredients from vitamin E and vitamin A that really just have made a huge difference. Again, like in my routine, I definitely put this on before I do anything else, like my mousse or things like that, and it's really just making a huge difference. In line with that I really wasn't expecting to like, but actually am obsessed over, Fenty's Hair in Their Water Boy. Now, I know everybody is obsessed with like Sacred right now, and I personally am very, very excited to try Sienna Naturals. I will not lie, because I'm a big fan of Issa Rae. However, I have been really, really struggling to find a good leave-in conditioner that wasn't too heavy, because when it comes to having hold for my curls, y'all, I want this to last like 3 days before I need to touch it up. I'm not trying to have to like get up and do my edges or rebrush this out every day. It's just not what I have in my schedule. So I have been struggling because a lot of leave-in conditioners are thick and creamy, as you know, which super moisturizing, but when paired with my mousses end up messing up the hold. But the Fenty Waterboy has honestly given me that hydration that my hair needs without oversaturating it, so that the mousse can still hold and do what it needs to do. So I'm really, really pleasantly surprised by this, because this was a newer purchase probably like 2 or 3 months ago that I literally have restocked already. Last, for the hair care, and again for my girlies who have some scalp issues, I've really been loving Creole's Save Your Scalp. So if you have not heard of Creole Essence, they are a Haitian-owned brand. And what I really love about Creole Essence, and what I love about honestly a lot of the beauty brands, especially the Black-owned brands that I buy from, is that they make sure that there's equity throughout the entire process. So Creole Essence really prides themselves because they make sure a percentage of the sales go directly to the farmers who are growing all the amazing natural ingredients for their castor oils and for their aloe and things like that, so that they are making a livable wage within their country while we are still getting great and affordable products that solve our hair problems. Like, is that not the trifecta, especially like around the holiday season? Like, giving back while still getting what I need to get, right? So this for me has been really, really helpful when I feel like my scalp is extra flared up. Like, there are some sections in my scalp where just I can tell it's real bad. This really helps to break that down without irritating my scalp even further and not re-wetting my scalp entirely, so that way it can again heal and just kind of revert back to where it needs to get to. Like, I know you guys are hearing me talk about my scalp a lot, and I promise I am going to see a dermatologist within the next couple of months to really see what the issue is. But in the meantime, this has been one of my favorites for this year. Moving into home and tech, y'all, because I actually splurged a little bit this year compared to previous years. But I wanted to start off with something that I splurged on a couple of years ago that I'm so glad I did because they usually have really good sales for Black Friday, and that is the Sonos speakers. Now, I have a lot of these. I probably have four within my entire house. So I have the Move, I have the classic ones that plug into the wall, and then I have the small roam one as well. And the reason I personally love the Sonos speakers is because not only can they Bluetooth to each other, meaning all of my speakers all throughout the house can all play at the same time, but then if I want to get really fancy, y'all, I can have different songs on different speakers. So I can have a certain song playing on my Move, a certain song playing on my Roam, and a certain one playing on the ones that are like plugged in, y'all. Like it's so nice. And I really love having that feature because as I entertain and have guests over, it's so easy. Then, of course, if you want to travel, you can bring the Move with you, or if you want something small, the Roam goes everywhere as well. So that's the other reason I personally love the Sonos speakers. And I feel like they have not yet gone into that cycle of like outdating their older products like a lot of other tech brands do. Like y'all know what I'm talking about, Apple. Um, where sometimes you will get tech and even though it's a couple of years old, they just update it so much that it no longer works or has the same features. So I really love that Sonos does not seem to be playing these games because I bought these back in 2021 probably, and they have just been a favorite. You've definitely seen me in the vlogs bringing these into the bathroom, like jamming out because they're just so good. Another tech thing, because y'all know I love to work out all the time, is always going to be good headphones. I have been a JBL girl for basically since college, honestly. Like, I never understood the need to buy like the Apple headphones or even some of the Bose headphones. Like, I have tried them out and it's just been like, why am I spending an extra $100+ on these headphones? So these are just their overhead ones that are noise canceling. And when I say they are canceling, they are canceling. Like I was on a flight back from LA, y'all, and there was a baby sitting next to me and she just wasn't having it. And I needed sleep because it was a red eye. Like it was already 9:30 p.m. LA time, which means it was past midnight Detroit time. And I needed to sleep. So even without the music on, this actually really helped me drown out a lot of that noise so I could actually rest on the airplane, which of course is so important. But if you are somebody who likes things that are like on the go, they also have their earbuds. These are the mini ones, which I am obsessed with because I can just attach this, as you see, to like my little key charm and put it on any purse, so I'm never without a pair of headphones when I am traveling. So I can always put these in, talk on the phone, listen to music, work out. Like they're so good. I will say I prefer using these to work out compared to the mini buds, but either way, I like to listen to music. I want to make sure it sounds good, but I also sometimes don't want to be disturbed. So that is why I have both and I have zero regrets. One that you guys ask me about a lot, but is not a purchase that I made this year, but something that honestly was one of the best purchases I made back when I tore my ACL for the second time, was these adjustable weights. I get asked about these all the time. First and foremost, I'm going to apologize right now. The original ones that I got were from Target, and at the time they were probably just under $100. Like we waited until there was a sale and it was so good. But I'm going to make sure that I link down below to a couple of alternatives because whenever you just really want to get a good workout in and you just don't want to make it to the gym, this has been my savior. Like having the weights at home has made me more consistent. It has helped me to build out a routine that makes sense for me and also just stopped giving me like an excuse of why I could not work out. So I also am actually eyeing up one of those little stair machines as well, y'all, especially with winter rolling around. Like I was running outside training for the high rocks with my mom, but it's starting to get a little bit too cold for all that. So I'm trying to find something to do cardio wise for indoors, and I'm thinking that might be it this season. And I'm really curious, like, what is your workout regime? What does that look like? Are you in the studio at classes? Do you like to do classes like CrossFit or Pilates? Are you just at the gym doing your own workout? Are you a cardio girly? Or is working out just like not your thing? Let me know in the comments below because I'm just like always curious about that because I know I get asked a lot about those weights. Then another kind of tech thing for the home, y'all. Bissell got a lot of my money this year. I'm not gonna lie to you, but the two things that I feel like were so necessary, especially because I have hard wood floors, was first and foremost the Bissell Crosswave. I'm obsessed with this. It is a wet, dry vacuum, and it is a game changer if you have hardwood floors because dear Lord, the process of going through and vacuuming, then having to go behind and mop. And if you have hardwood floors, you know, like you don't want the floor to be sopping wet. That struggle can be so real. But what I love about the Crosswave is I can run it through on dry mode, get everything nice and vacuumed up, and then immediately go into mopping the areas that need to be mopped. And it's got a self-clean button, which I think is so necessary because sometimes you know how like you'll use one of those mops and things and just like the gunk sits inside of like your machine and it just smells nasty. They thought about everything. So the Crosswave honestly was such a good investment because I had been looking for something. I'm not a Swiffer girly. I just feel like that pushes the dust and the dirt around. And I did get a Shark IQ last year, which I do love for in between cleaning, but I really do wish that I had sprung for something that does mop as well. So I'm really glad that I ended up getting that. Then, if you missed it, I did also get my Nespresso machine from Cafe Appliances. I regret nothing. I regret nothing. No, I regret nothing. Like, I was thinking about it for 2 seconds because the thing that I personally regret is just not having enough knowledge about coffee. I did not realize learning that process is unfortunately like a little bit more wasteful than I anticipated because you're learning how to grind the grinds, you're learning the right size and things like that. But the machine itself is flawless. I love that I can put my fresh beans in there. It will grind it out to the exact size. It also has an app so I can customize the pour, the heat, the timing to really like nail down the perfect shot. So I love that part of it. Like once you have the perfect shot, it's so much easier to recreate again and again and again. It's just that fine tuning when you're like introducing new grinds and new beans that I knew there was a reason I was paying a lot for my lattes. I just didn't know that was the reason I was paying so much for my lattes was like that very specific knowledge of like the dark roast to dry roast and like all the different grind sizes and just that process again of like fine tuning until you get the perfect grind so then you can get the perfect pour and enjoy like a perfect at home latte. But I actually have been introduced to higher grounds coffee, which honestly so delicious. You can get it at Costco, y'all. And I would say that's one of the like easiest beginner kind of beans for me. I typically go to Desert Oasis, which is where my coffee is normally from. And I do love their roast. I just have not perfected how they go about and do it. But you also can ask your coffee shop. Like they will be so much more than happy to help you. And I know mine personally does classes that I would love to take to learn how to like grind and pour and all of those things. This is an honorable mention for the home because I know that this is not something everybody's probably gonna need, but redoing my patio, especially that green chaise from Room and Board, I'm so glad. I honestly knew I needed to do that so much sooner and just waited and waited and waited. And thankfully they had a good sale during the year. But y'all, I love being outside. So I really did miss having an easy space to go outside too. So like not quite a purchase per se. I am really happy with the piece and I love the quality of Room and Board, but just permission for you to like finish up that space that you've been wanting to finish for the holiday season. If that does look like a new couch or a new chair or a new light, like please do that for yourself because you would be surprised just how much that new space and that new energy can really shift your energy and help you just kind of like feel ready to tackle everything else or just reground yourself so you're able to really handle more. So I feel like that for me, I was so mad at myself that I let it get that bad because I was like, baby, like why? Why did you not do this sooner? Now, I want to move into accessories first before we get into the fashion, y'all, because again, accessories are going to be so quick because I really didn't buy. I mean, I loved everything. Here's what's hard. If I buy accessories, especially like jewelry or like shoes, you know I love it because like I overthink those things so much. So much. But one of my favorite shoes from this year, actually the Nike Shox Z. I'm really loving these sneakers. They are so comfortable. I wore them out in LA for like 3 days straight. My feet were so cozy. And I love the colorways as well. Like they have a burgundy pair. The brown pair I have is so cute. I was really surprised by these because I don't always buy a new sneaker. And I do feel like I wanted to play more with my sneakers and find some that felt elevated. And these I feel like nailed that look because I like that balance of having something that feels currently stylish but also individual, right? Like everyone went out and bought like the same color of like Puma Speed Cats and you saw that I got yellow, and so even when I was looking for a more sleeker sneaker, because y'all know I was considering the Azelles from Steve Madden, I got these instead. Regret nothing. Literally regret nothing. I'm so happy. I got my true size. They were on 9.5. They fit like a glove. Too good. Just too good. I really didn't buy a lot of bags this year. I have the same kind of philosophy with bags as I do with like outerwear is I really only need one good one a year. So I'm not like buying 20, 30 bags. But the plug by Bianca, the denim bag, y'all, finally got to wear her out. Got so many compliments. I'm obsessed. So good. So good. Like, deliciously good. And she has so many other styles as well in terms of like this hobo bag. So if denim like isn't your thing, she also has black and a few other colors. But I also just love like supporting woman-owned, black-owned stores as well. So if you are looking for a woman-owned, black-owned that's not going to break the bank, you're going to feel special, and of course, like, you're going to be supporting a woman-owned business, Plug by Bianca needs to be on your radar. Then the other one that I have literally been reaching for ever since I purchased it is this faux fur hat from ASOS. I have been wearing it nonstop. I have been getting complimented on it nonstop. I am obsessed. I am obsessed. It's so cozy. It's so perfect. It is satin lined, y'all. So it does protect the curls and my do whenever I wear it out. So I'm not having like hat head because there's nothing worse, y'all. Like you want to be cute and protect your hair and be warm, but you don't also want to ruin your hair. Yeah, that has been getting me a lot of compliments and it is under $30. One of my favorites. Just too good. Like I'm so happy I bought that. Like I had the H&M one, but once I got the ASOS one, I knew like that was top tier, doing exactly what I needed it to do. Moving into clothing specifically, y'all, I am not gonna lie, my favorite purchases have been from a lot of like black owned brands this year. First and foremost, the Biola sweats. I'm gonna say it, worth every penny. When I say I have worn these once a week since I purchased them, they are my favorite travel sweatpants. I wore them when I went to LA both times. I wore them when I went to go to Chicago for the High Rocks. They are good, like good. Would recommend if you have been on the fence. Obsessed. I also really do love my Andrea Iamanali robe, y'all. I cannot lie to you. She is giving glorious. Like, I cannot wait till I actually go on a tropical vacation. But I'm truly surprised how many ways I've been able to style it during the late summer, early fall season. Like, it was actually a really great transitional top for events and just to zhuzh up an outfit. Like, that honestly surprised me because typically so many of us really like focus on this is just a robe to wear when I go to the beach, and we forget that there is easy ways to restyle these pieces beyond their intended use to maximize our cost per wear and make sure we're getting our money's worth. So hands down, would recommend. It is one size. I am 5'6", so keep that in mind. You will need heels if you are my height or shorter to wear this, or you're gonna have to take it to the tailor. Another one that y'all are hounding me over that I also bought 2 pairs in the last like couple months, the ASOS wide leg jeans. I know the brown is sold out. But the blue is equally awesome. And I'm looking at the khaki color as well. And honestly, even the pink color, I feel like that's really, really fun. I am hoping that they drop another fun color for the like spring season. And they also have these in fun patterns as well on ASOS. Like these have literally been so comfortable. They're so easy to style. They look amazing. If you want a more classic fit, get your true size. Like the brown I have in a size 6. But if you want a cutesy oversized look, I did the size 8 in the dark blue. Looks immaculate. So good. Would recommend. Then I will not lie. If you get the chance to get the Ghani crop trench on sale, do it. I know like y'all were putting me on to some of the like dupes in those versions and they looked decent. Don't get me wrong. There's a reason the Ghani one is so good. Like one, it is a B Corp certified business, and you guys know like as a former sustainable materials engineer, I love those kinds of businesses. I know that that is not an easy feat to get B Corp certified. So that's part of the reason that the cost is a little bit higher, because they are focusing on sustainability throughout the entire process, and they are paying a third party to ensure that they are actually doing that. They're not just self-reporting like, yeah, no, we're sustainable. They're paying someone to confirm they are sustainable. That's a big deal. A lot of brands are just self-reported like, no, for sure, that's sustainable. No, for sure, that's green. But be certified, someone else has to do it, right? So I really, really love that. But the quality is so good. And just like the ways to wear it, y'all, I have, again, like, I've been reaching for it. I'm so sick. It's already cold because I'm like, all right, how many layers do I need so I can still wear this jacket? Like, that's my personal only beef is just like the seasons here are too short for me to wear it longer because it's so good. But it's also not like super thick for the winter, and we are already kind of in like, I need winter wear season here in Detroit. In line with that, the wolf and badger skirt, y'all. Yes. Just, yes, like what you're probably noticing this year specifically, like I definitely probably have shopped about the same that I've shopped, but I've also been more specific about buying better quality pieces that I'm going to want to wear, not just this year or next year, but year after year and will last year after year. So the Wolf and Badger denim skirt, which is actually by Metamorphosa, so good. Literally so good. I was on the fence when I saw it, but having worn it all the way through the summer into the fall, it's so easy. Like I have just been loving pieces that I can reach for, mix and match, and just go. And this is one of those skirts like I can pair this with just about anything and it's gonna look good. Like it's gonna look good, good. It's so good. Like there's a reason y'all keep buying this almost every week since I shared this video because she good. Like she's really, really good. It is absolutely something that I know I'm not gonna regret. I really see myself at 50 wearing those with just like some cool like sneakers and my fun jackets. Like I definitely just see that being a piece that also ages so, so well. In line with that, y'all, I'm gonna rapid fire these last couple ones because honestly, I do feel like this year I have done the best with shopping in terms of clothes that I really love, don't regret, and know that I'm just gonna like wear year after year after year, right? So like the Kai Collective Good Jeans. Good jeans for a reason. Good jeans for a reason. They're great jeans. She should have called them great jeans. They're so good. I love them. I love the fit. I love the wash. I love the options. I wear them so, so much. And they're just, again, you're noticing just easy elevated pieces that I can reach for. I also really did love the Hustle pants that I got my hands on, y'all. But if you are somebody who feels like $300 is extreme, which I don't disagree with you, like not rational, not rational, the Helsa pants. The ASOS balloon pants, though, an affordable alternative that I also was surprised how obsessed I am with. Those are so good and they come in a variety of colors. I do think that when it comes to spring season, they are going to drop this in some brighter, more fun colors. I think I have seen them also in like gingham, in like plaid patterns and things like that. So they're going to have a lot of options. And again, they're just so comfortable and easy to style up and just surprisingly fun. Then the Nocturne jacket, y'all, which you also ate up for good reason from Macy's, which I cannot wait to show you the new ones for this month because I just got the craziest pair of holiday jeans, like honestly just special occasion jeans because I really think that they're going to work for like a concert and things like that as well. But Macy's has been coming with it for me this year. And I love that because I did not have a Macy's growing up. So it was never one of those stores that like my mom or my grandma's always took me to. Like we really just had JCPenney. I could only fit in the top section of Aeropostale, Gap, and then we had a Yonkers. If you guys know, then you know. And for a short period of time, we were blessed with Gordman's and Stephen Barry's, but that was very short lived. And again, like those were definitely different, but still not where my style is and things now. But Macy's has definitely been becoming a staple. So I've been finding a lot of pieces there this year. And they are one that have been having a lot of sales, not just throughout the year, but typically Black Friday as well. They do pretty good. So I'm excited because there are definitely a couple of pieces that I'm eyeing up. In fact, if you're curious about what's on my wish list for Black Friday, I have that linked down below and on LTK because there are definitely things that I'm eyeing up. This is also the time I personally love to shop and get some items that I have patiently been waiting for all year or a couple months long to get, but get on sale. And my secret for making sure I'm getting the best deal, y'all, I actually use karma.com. If you've watched my other videos, you've heard me talk about karma.com because they have a plugin on your laptop that you can use. So as you're browsing your sites, you can easily save it and say, hey, when this goes on discount by 25%, 40%, 50%, 75%, send me a notification. And it tracks the sale history as well. If you did not know this, that is a fun feature that I recently have been using more and more to see if an item keeps going on sale, because that is an indicator, right? Like, ooh, why does it keep going on sale? And then two, to see like when it has been the lowest price. So that's what I personally love to make sure that I'm using to see that I'm getting a really good sale and not just another sale. You know what I mean? Like, because I feel like a lot of brands around Black Friday the past couple of years have just been giving a sale. And it's not been the really good deals that we're used to getting in the past where it's like 50, 60, 70% off. And I'm gutted about these things. But some brands do a good job. Like I will say ASOS specifically for me, I do notice if you're patient, y'all need to be patient. The first round of sales that they're putting out even this week going into next week, they are not going to be as good as Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Like it might be 20% off, but then on Black Friday it will be 30% off, or it might be 35% off. So I also urge you guys to have a little bit of patience. Like I know that some brands are doing like sales right now and they're like, now is the time. Be patient. Be patient, because I have found, like I said, the day of or Cyber Monday tends to be the better deal. So if you're saving these pieces on Karma, you can easily see that. So I'm super curious, what has your favorite purchase from 2025 been so far? I love to hear about brands that you have loved and just always get it right. I love to hear about products that you have just been like experiencing, whether it's clothes or beauty, that have truly just transformed how you feel about yourself. Because again, like that's where I love this space, because there's so much power in finding the things that actually work for you and getting them on discount. Because again, like that feeling is like so top tier. Like, did I just get my Ganni jacket for a crazy amount off? Yes. And I look amazing how I thought I would look. Just undefeated. So if you've made it this far, you might as well hit the follow button, because you are picking up what I am putting down. And I have this entire playlist if you are interested in what I have been buying, getting the best prices, understanding sizing, what makes these pieces really worth it in my opinion, to really just help you become a better shopper. So thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you in a couple of days.